Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to talk about how to build an estimate with Excel. This is going to be very basic, and I think in following videos we'll get more and more complex and ultimately build a pretty awesome estimate. But it all starts with this basic concept. And so before we get started, we want to remember the equation that a lot of estimators use, which is just cost times price equals, or quantity times price equals cost, excuse me. So let's begin. So what I like to do is I like to frame the estimate. First, we're going to right click column A, um, format the column width. I like a nice 3. There we go. And then in cell B3, we're going to type name. Press the tab key to shift over to the next column. We're going to go with QTY, which stands for quantity. Um, then unit of measure, or simply just U/M, um, cost, and then price. So, and let's expand column B a little bit. So let's say, for example, that we're doing a door takeoff or a door estimate. And actually, let's highlight these over here in the font section. We can drop down the borders. I usually like a double border for anything that's kind of like a label. And let's say that we're doing a door estimate. We've done a door takeoff, and we know that our interior wood doors, we know that we have 6 of those, and that will be EA, which stands for each. The cost is going to be $103. And then the price is going to be cost times quantity. So we're going to press equals, and you can use the arrow keys or the mouse. Equals, I'm going to shift over on the left arrow key to cost times. So that's just shift 8 quantity, and then you press enter. And you notice that these units aren't. It doesn't look great because there's no dollar sign. So let's highlight cost and price, and uh, select in this number section. We can drop down and select the dollar sign. This gives you an accounting number format. Some people like another one called currency, where it brings the dollar sign closer. I prefer accounting. It's really kind of your preference, but we'll go there. And now that we have cost and price, we've got this equation set up. Um, we can keep going. And so let's actually highlight these, press Format Painter, and then just drag down a bunch of different cells. Um, a lot of a lot of Excel courses will have you do that at the end. I prefer to do it at the beginning, and then if I need to make any adjustments, I can later on. It's really not a big deal. And let's go with um, interior. Well, excuse me, interior metal doors, and that's not consistent. There we go. Door. We'll say we've got 10 of those each, and we'll say that they're $150 each. And then we've got exterior metal doors. We've got 3 of those each. We're going to say that they are 125. And then we have a double door entrance or a double entrance. And there's 1 of those each, and we will say that it's 500. And so instead of going through and pressing equals 10 times 150, all we have to do, since let's see, cell F4 has an equation, we can simply click on this, and if we double click, it shows us that we have an equation there. We can simply click on this, just click on it once. So I'll click out, click on it once, grab this bottom right corner, click and hold, and then drag down to cell F7, and that should carry the equations over all the way down. And so if I click on cell F7, it'll show that I have equations in cells C7 and E7, and it tells me up here in the formula bar. Perfect. Okay, that's all we need. And so what I like to do is I like to put, I'll highlight this bottom section. Let's click the border, um, button, excuse me, the border tab, and bottom border, perfect. And then I like to type total, and we'll just skip over. And there's a few ways to do this, but to get a total, you can press equals and then just type sum, open parenthesis, and then click and drag, or you can use the arrow keys plus shift and drag it up, whichever works. And then close parenthesis and then press enter. And that's your price. And let's highlight that to make it look good. Nice bold. And that's the basics of building an estimate. Thank you so much.